Hello, welcome to a John Hersey High School spring video visit. Due to construction in our student services area in the spring of 2025, we are not able to welcome college reps to come in person and share important info about their institution. So we've invited them to submit a video overview and paired, in most cases, 2 to 3 similar type schools together. Even if you've never heard of these schools before, give them a watch. You may be surprised at what you learn, and one of these schools may end up being the right fit for you.
Hi, this is Emily Morton at St. Mary's College. I just wanted to talk to you guys about some need-to-know facts about St. Mary's and let you know that if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me. So first things first, St. Mary's is a small, private, liberal arts Catholic women's college in Notre Dame, Indiana. We're about 2.5 hours away from Arlington Heights. We are right across the street from the University of Notre Dame and just down the street from Holy Cross College. So we make this cute little triangle we like to call the tri-campus community. So what that means for you is you have academic opportunities at Notre Dame. You can take classes over there. You can eat in the dining halls over there as well. Your meal swipes are equivalent on all 3 campuses. And then you also have access to any of the 510 clubs and activities in the tri-campus community. So lots of different social and academic opportunities for our students to get involved. I think that's also a really great thing for our students to know who get nervous about the all women's aspect. I understand it. I'm an alum myself. I had that feeling too, but it really is such an empowering and wonderful environment to be surrounded by your female peers who are all really high achieving as well. It really does encourage you to put your best foot forward and become your best self. But if you are nervous about that, know your male counterparts are right across the street. I do have very close friends at both institutions from my college days, so know that those are lifelong friendships as well. In terms of popular majors that we offer on our campus, nursing, education, business, biology, and pre-med, and speech language pathology and psychology are probably our big 6, but we do offer over 60 academic programs on our campus, and probably one of our more unique ones is our dual degree engineering. So what that means is you get 2 bachelor's degrees in 5 years, one from St. Mary's and one from Notre Dame. I think that's a really cool opportunity for our students who are interested in engineering. As you know, we can see a mathematics major at St. Mary's become an electrical engineer at Notre Dame, or a chemistry major at St. Mary's become a chemical engineer through Notre Dame. So I get students who are very interested in that. We also do have accelerated master's pathways in business. So if you're not looking to major in business at St. Mary's in your undergrad years, know that you do have an opportunity to earn a master's degree in a business program with a couple of prerequisites that you take in undergrad. So students, for the most part, are admitted directly to the college as a whole, not to your specific school. The only exception is our direct entry accountancy program. So that's either a 4+1 or a 3.5+1 for your bachelor's and then into your master's. And then our nursing program is also directed as well. I'm going to put a little asterisk next to nursing, as we do offer a traditional track as well. So even if you do not meet our direct admit criteria, know that you can still pursue nursing at St. Mary's through just achieving at least a 2.8 GPA in your nursing classes, as well as a 2.8 overall. Otherwise, our direct admit criteria coming into campus is a 3.6 GPA. We will look at your weighted GPA. So that 3.6 GPA, a B average in biology, chemistry, and pre-calc, or another higher level math above algebra 2. And then you have to list nursing as your number 1 intended major. So if you meet that criteria, you'll be offered direct acceptance. If not, then you can still pursue the traditional track as well. We do have speech language pathology and social work programs that are also direct admit. You can choose to pursue that coming in, or you can decide that you'd rather go traditionally. Either works, but no, for most of our programs, you are coming in just as a general St. Mary's student. You'll declare your major at the end of your sophomore year. For test policy, I get this question a lot. Is St. Mary's test optional, test blind, test required? We are test optional at St. Mary's. So that means even if your test score is in your application, like on your transcript, and you say your test optional, we're going to pretend we never saw it. We don't talk about it. We won't factor it into our decision. The big thing is that if you are not going in test required or test optional, we will look at that test score and it will factor into your merit scholarship. It will have no bearing on your merit scholarship. It will just be your GPA if you are applying test optional. So what kind of students flourish at St. Mary's? We're looking for very curious and forward-thinking young women. Really, the big question I like to ask is, do you want to make a difference in the world? I think for students who really care about justice and making the world a better place. St. Mary's is a huge advocate for social justice. With our Catholic mission, we truly believe the best way to make a difference is to actually go out in the world and do it, not just thoughts and prayers. We do those as well, but we really like to go out and make a difference for our students. So we always are lifting up marginalized voices. And so if you have a passion for that and you are not afraid to speak your voice, or even if you want to speak your voice but don't know how to do that yet, I highly encourage those young women to come to St. Mary's. I know for myself, I was pretty shy coming out of high school, and now I public speak every single day, and I love it. And I found really who I am and feel really confident in that because of the mission of St. Mary's to empower young female leaders. Special events that I'd like students to look out for. We do have one more large campus event happening this spring. April 13th is our spring day on campus, so we highly encourage sophomores and juniors who are still kind of exploring to come see us. We'll have an open house at that time where you can meet some faculty. We'll do campus tours, get you a meal in the dining hall, have a couple of presentations. I think it's a really beneficial opportunity to see campus on a large scale. We also do offer individual visits Monday through Saturdays. We typically do one presentation in the morning and one in the afternoon, and then a tour will be given by one of our student ambassadors. So if you want a big scale visit, spring day, April 13th, if you want kind of a smaller visit, where you might be able to individualize it a little bit more, absolutely visit our website, stmarys.edu/visit. I also am in the Chicagoland area. I am our CAR rep, as we call them, Chicago Area Regional Representatives. So if ever you want to meet with me, just send me an email and I'm happy to meet you for coffee or a bagel or whatever it is that you want to do. Panera, Starbucks, a local shop. I'm happy to meet with you and answer your questions at any given time. Again, any questions at any time, please feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. Thanks so much for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Hi, and hello, everybody. My name is Emily Johnson, and I'm one of the first-year admission counselors here, California Lutheran University. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to share some of the wonderful things that we can offer you. So to start us off, Cal Lutheran is located in Thousand Oaks, California. We're right between Santa Barbara and LA. And Thousand Oaks is, in fact, one of the safest cities in the nation. Here, you can get the city, the beach, the mountains, as well as a number of different local internship opportunities, such as our Los Robles Regional Medical Center or Amgen, a local biotechnology company. And of course, you branch out to those bigger cities for additional internship opportunities, just for weekend getaways. For any sports fans in the room, know that we're the official training site for the LA Rams, as well as the Angel City Football Club. We're in a really beautiful part of California where you can get plenty of hikes in, outdoor activities, visiting the coast, etc. Big picture, Cal Lutheran is also a mid-sized private university with just over 2,300 students, which means you're going to find that your classroom size average is 14, and we offer a 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Our faculty that works here come to Cal Lutheran because they love working with students. You'll find that they're not only readily accessible throughout your education, they really do look to mentor students in their experience in undergrad. As well, our students come from a lot of different places. You can expect to see that diversity on our campus. We have students representing 37 states, 58 countries, and 38 faiths. You'll notice that our middle name is Lutheran. While we don't require chapel attendance or a faith statement for students, we of course find ourselves really guided by Lutheran principles. Overall, students are welcome of any and all faith backgrounds. We want you to be as involved with faith on campus as you see fit, if it's none or if it's every day. As well, in 2016, we became a Hispanic serving institution. It means at least 25% of our students identify as Hispanic or Latino. We're at about 39%. Best part is federal funding. It comes back to the university. It gets reinvested in student programs. When it comes to the academics, we offer 46 majors and 45 minors, most popular of which you can see right on the screen. But none of these programs are going to be impacted. Means we're always going to have that space available for you when you go to register for classes. And with our 4 to finish guarantee, we also want to guarantee you that timely graduation. So in your first year with us, you can enter into this contract and you say, hey, I'm going to register for my classes on time and I'm going to pass them. In return, for whatever reason, you can't get a class that you need to graduate. We can't find you a substitute. Pushes you past that 4-year timeline. Cal Lutheran pays for the remainder of that tuition. You can hold us accountable. You'll be in and out of here in 4 years. For any folks interested in graduate school, no, we have some really awesome 4+1 programs, particularly in the area of business. If you want to start those programs during your senior year, 5 years, you can graduate with your bachelor's and your master's degree. Another thing that we really emphasize at Cal Lutheran, and in fact that we guarantee, is going to be that experiential learning or real-world applications. No matter what your major is, we want you to marry the theory in the classroom with being outside in the real world, narrow down whatever it is you want to go into, and also some things off the list that you definitely don't want to do. It might be paid undergraduate research, creative opportunities, internships, field work, or one of our 50+ semester study abroad programs at all continents. Do you know too, we have some really wonderful shorter travel seminars. They're just about 1 to 2 weeks in length that you can also join. Aside from that, Cal Lutheran is also a liberal arts campus. It means that we really care about you being well-rounded applicants wherever you go in your future. So through our general education or ideas, inquire, develop, experience, apply, and serve, you know you'll have that freedom to experiment, find new pathways, and really add a lot of richness to your degree. When it comes to campus life, hundreds of student clubs that you can be a part of. Everything from student government to our newspaper, there's a French and a Spanish version of that, to the athletics. And in fact, if you scan this QR code, it'll show you a video of some of those lovely also events that we plan for you around the year. In total, Residence Life will plan 500 of them, over 500. And some of the highlights include cultural events, lots of seasonal events, including something we call Lit It Snow, which is a favorite of students, in which they bring a big chunk of fake snow to campus for students to play around with. We're also going to offer intramural sports, Division III athletics, as well as an amazing 2-story gym on campus. We have some top-notch athletic facilities if you're ever interested in joining one of our teams. And we're going to have on-campus jobs and leadership roles for all of our students to really help you both build that experience and also continue to build your support system here on campus. When it comes to your application requirements, you're going to find us on the Common Application. We'll get your official transcripts, and we require just one letter of recommendation from an academic source, such as a teacher or counselor. Know that when it comes to your SAT or ACT test scores, we're going to be test optional. Completely up to you whether or not you want to submit any test scores at all. If you're not sure if it's worth it for you to submit, I recommend if you fall within or above this middle 50% range, go ahead and send in your scores. It's just going to be a benefit for you. And know that last year, 80% of our admitted students did not submit their test scores. And lastly, we have 2 different times that you can apply to Cal Lutheran. The first is our early action, which is November 15th, non-binding. If you apply by this date, you'll hear back much earlier by mid-January, and you'll be considered automatically for our presidential scholarship, which goes up to full tuition. You can also apply by January 15th, a regular decision, in which case you're still eligible for all remaining scholarships, and you'll hear back on or before the April 1st deadline. Aside from that, if you're ever interested in visiting Cal Lutheran and you find yourselves in California, go ahead, follow this QR code to find our webpage and schedule a guided tour with one of our current students. You'll also find on our website some virtual tours, and of course, you can always contact our admissions office if any questions come up. Thank you very much.